Heartbreak is a powerful force that can shake the very foundation of our lives. It's a visceral blow to our emotional stability, challenging our sense of identity and leaving us feeling vulnerable. When a significant relationship ends, it can feel as if the ground beneath us has given way, leaving us struggling to find our footing. For many, confronting this kind of emotional upheaval can be daunting. It's natural to feel overwhelmed and unsure about how to move forward. Yet in the midst of this intense pain, Stoic philosophy provides a reliable compass to help navigate through the storm. Rooted in principles of resilience and mental fortitude, Stoicism offers practical tools to not only manage heartbreak, but to use it as a springboard for personal growth. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot always control the events that happen to us, we do have control over how we respond. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, famously said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This quote reminds us that change, including the painful experience of heartbreak, is a fundamental part of life. Instead of letting this change devastate us, we can reframe our perspective. This takes us to principle number 1. Reframe the experience. Heartbreak, while deeply challenging, can also be a significant opportunity for growth if approached with the right mindset. For a person committed to personal development and resilience, reframing the end of a relationship is not about denying the pain, but about using it as a tool for self-improvement. It's crucial to adopt a practical approach to transform this challenge into a growth opportunity. Epictetus, a key Stoic thinker, highlighted a powerful insight. It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of those things. This principle underscores that the emotional turmoil of a breakup is less about the event itself and more about how we choose to react to it. By shifting your perspective, you can turn the end of a relationship into a powerful catalyst for personal growth. Begin by acknowledging the pain and giving yourself permission to feel it, but don't let it consume you. Understand that while you cannot change the past or control the actions of others, you can control your response and your future actions. Use this time to evaluate what the relationship has taught you about yourself. Ask yourself key questions. What patterns emerged during the relationship? What aspects of my behavior contributed to its end? What did I learn about my own needs and values? For example, if you recognize that communication issues were a problem, view this as a specific area for improvement. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on how you can enhance your skills moving forward. Consider enrolling in a communication workshop or seeking out resources that help improve interpersonal skills. Practicing active listening and expressing yourself more clearly can make a significant difference in future relationships and interactions. Additionally, use this period to build resilience and strengthen your mental fortitude. Regular physical exercise is not just about maintaining your health, but also about boosting your mood and mental clarity. Engage in activities that challenge you physically and mentally, whether it's weightlifting, martial arts, or a demanding sport. These activities will not only help you manage stress, but also build confidence and discipline, contributing to your overall personal development. Set clear, actionable goals for yourself. This could involve pursuing a new hobby, advancing in your career, or focusing on personal growth areas such as emotional intelligence or self-awareness. By creating a structured plan, you ensure that your energy is directed toward constructive activities rather than being consumed by regret or bitterness. Another key aspect of reframing is to use the breakup as a mirror for self-reflection. Reflect on the qualities you value in yourself and the kind of person you want to be. This is an opportunity to realign your actions with your core values and set a course for becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, reframing is about taking control of your narrative. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances, view the breakup as a challenge that provides valuable lessons. This mindset shift helps you reclaim your power and use the experience as a stepping stone toward greater personal growth. It's about acknowledging that while you can't change the past, you can shape your future through your actions and attitude. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is to fixate on being a victim of the situation. It's easy to get caught up in feelings of rejection and personal failure, but this mindset only deepens your distress and impedes your ability to move forward. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances, Stoicism encourages you to recognize that the external event, the breakup, is beyond your control, but your response to it is entirely within your power. By focusing on victimhood, you relinquish this power and diminish your chances of personal growth. Principle number 2, practice detachment. Practicing detachment is a powerful Stoic strategy for navigating the pain of heartbreak and moving towards emotional recovery. At its core, detachment involves separating your sense of self-worth and emotional well-being from external events and relationships. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. Rather, it's about recognizing that your value and inner peace should not be dependent on the fluctuating circumstances of life or the actions of others. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminded us, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By focusing on internal values and perspectives, you can weather the storm of heartbreak with greater resilience and clarity. To practice detachment, start by shifting your focus away from the relationship itself and towards your personal growth and self-improvement. This involves acknowledging that while the end of a relationship is a significant life event, it does not define your entire existence or worth. Instead of dwelling on what you've lost, redirect your energy towards activities that reinforce your sense of self and personal goals. Engage in pursuits that fulfill you and build your confidence, such as focusing on your career or deepening your hobbies. This shift in focus helps to create a sense of purpose and reinforces the idea that your value is inherent and not contingent upon external validation. Another effective method of practicing detachment is to cultivate a broader perspective on life's impermanence. Stoicism teaches us to accept that everything is subject to change and that our attachment to specific outcomes or people can lead to unnecessary suffering. By internalizing the notion that life is in constant flux, you can reduce the emotional weight attached to the end of a relationship. This perspective allows you to view heartbreak not as a devastating loss, but as a natural part of life's ebb and flow. Embrace the idea that new opportunities and relationships will arise in due time, and that the end of one chapter opens the door to new experiences and growth. However, there are common pitfalls and misunderstandings when it comes to detachment. One mistake is interpreting detachment as emotional numbness or avoidance. Detachment is not about suppressing your feelings or ignoring the pain. It's about managing your emotional responses in a way that prevents them from overwhelming you. It's essential to allow yourself to grieve and process emotions fully, without letting them dominate your sense of self or dictate your actions. Avoid falling into the trap of pretending that you are unaffected or disengaged, as this can lead to unresolved emotions and hinder genuine healing. Another misunderstanding is the belief that detachment means you should not care about the relationship or its impact on your life. On the contrary, detachment involves caring deeply, but understanding that your happiness and self-worth are not tethered to a single person or outcome. It's about maintaining a healthy emotional balance and recognizing that while relationships are important, they are only one aspect of a much larger picture. In summary, practicing detachment in the face of heartbreak is about focusing on your internal stability and personal growth rather than being overwhelmed by external events. By embracing this Stoic principle, you create a resilient foundation that allows you to navigate emotional challenges with greater ease and perspective. Avoid the pitfalls of emotional suppression and misunderstanding by engaging with your feelings in a constructive manner and maintaining a balanced view of relationships and self-worth. Principle 3. Focus on what you can control. When grappling with heartbreak, it's natural to be overwhelmed by a flood of emotions and thoughts. Stoicism offers a powerful perspective by emphasizing the importance of focusing on what is within our control, primarily our actions and responses. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. In the midst of emotional turmoil, this principle serves as a reminder to invest in actions that enhance our well-being rather than dwelling on past regrets or future anxieties. To apply this Stoic wisdom practically, shift your focus to creating a robust daily routine that promotes mental and physical health. Engaging in regular exercise, for instance, not only boosts your mood, but also strengthens your body, providing a tangible way to reclaim control over your life. Another essential aspect of focusing on what you can control is recognizing and managing your internal narrative. In moments of emotional distress, our thoughts can become a whirlwind of negativity and self-doubt. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us to steer our thoughts with purpose and discipline. Seneca famously said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." By consciously directing your focus towards constructive thoughts and actions, you can maintain a more balanced and empowering perspective. This means actively challenging and reframing negative self-talk, practicing gratitude for the present moment, and setting realistic, actionable goals that align with your values. Cultivating a mindset that prioritizes positive, actionable steps over rumination and self-criticism not only fosters emotional resilience, but also enhances your overall sense of control and well-being. As you navigate through emotional turbulence, remember that while you cannot dictate every external circumstance, you possess the power to shape your internal state and responses. Harness this power by creating a mental environment conducive to growth, and you'll find yourself better equipped to handle challenges and embrace opportunities for self-improvement. However, there are common pitfalls to avoid that can undermine this Stoic approach. One major mistake is allowing yourself to become consumed by negative self-talk and rumination. This includes fixating on the past, endlessly replaying scenarios, and blaming yourself for the end of the relationship. Such behavior only reinforces feelings of helplessness and victimhood, which contradicts the Stoic principle of focusing on actionable and positive responses. Another mistake is clinging to the illusion of control over external factors or other people's actions. For instance, trying to change or influence your ex-partner's decisions or seeking their validation to ease your emotional pain only sets you up for frustration and prolonged suffering. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus observed, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Instead of wasting energy on controlling what you cannot, such as the behavior of others or the outcomes of past events, redirect your focus towards your own actions and responses. Additionally, avoid engaging in self-destructive behaviors as a way to cope with your emotions. Turning to excessive alcohol consumption, impulsive decisions, or other harmful activities may provide temporary relief, but ultimately deepens your sense of despair and disrupts your path to recovery. Instead, channel your energy into positive and constructive activities that foster growth and self-improvement. The Stoic approach encourages transforming adversity into a catalyst for positive change, not escaping through detrimental means. By emphasizing constructive actions over passive suffering, you cultivate a mindset that thrives on growth and self-improvement. This approach aligns with Stoic principles by transforming a challenging period into a chance for personal development and renewed strength. Embrace this opportunity to redirect your focus and channel your efforts into building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Principle 4. Embrace the nature of change. Embracing the nature of change is a fundamental Stoic principle that offers a powerful approach to navigating the turbulent waters of heartbreak. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that change is an intrinsic part of life, and accepting this truth can transform how we cope with emotional pain. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. It requires being prepared to meet and confront the adversities life throws at us. This insight underscores that our distress often stems from resisting change rather than the change itself. To embrace change in a Stoic way is to acknowledge that heartbreak is not an isolated incident, but a natural part of life's continual ebb and flow. When facing the end of a significant relationship, it's crucial to understand that change is not something to be feared or resisted, but rather an opportunity for growth. Change, including the pain of heartbreak, is a constant in our lives, and accepting its inevitability can help us navigate through the emotional storm with greater resilience. By recognizing that the relationship's end is part of a larger, ever-evolving journey, we can shift our perspective from viewing it as a devastating loss to seeing it as a natural transition that opens the door to new possibilities. A practical approach to embracing change involves engaging in active, hands-on reflection and goal setting. For example, consider taking up a new hobby or engaging in a physical activity that challenges you. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a fitness regimen, or diving into a project you've always wanted to explore, these activities can provide a constructive outlet for your emotions and help reframe your perspective on the change you're experiencing. Instead of ruminating on the past, channel your energy into something that promotes growth and self-improvement. Sign up for a martial arts class, take up rock climbing, or begin a home improvement project. These activities not only keep you physically and mentally engaged, but also offer tangible results and a sense of achievement. They provide a way to rebuild your sense of self and establish new routines that reinforce your resilience and adaptability. By immersing yourself in a new challenge, you align with the Stoic idea that change is a catalyst for growth rather than an insurmountable obstacle. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Rather than dwelling on what might have been or clinging to past comforts, the physical and mental demands of a new pursuit help reframe your experience of heartbreak. They serve as a reminder that your capabilities and potential extend far beyond any single relationship or setback. This approach not only fosters personal growth, but also reaffirms your ability to adapt and thrive amidst life's inevitable transitions. Incorporating this practice into your routine helps create a positive, forward-looking mindset. It empowers you to see the end of a relationship as a door opening to new opportunities rather than as a finality. By focusing on active and goal-oriented activities, you turn your energy towards constructive change, aligning with the Stoic philosophy of embracing the natural flow of life and finding strength in adaptation. One significant mistake to avoid when embracing change is the tendency to deny or minimize the pain associated with it. Stoicism advocates for facing reality with honesty, and this includes acknowledging the genuine emotions of grief and loss. Trying to pretend that you're unaffected or rushing to force a positive mindset can hinder your emotional healing. Instead, allow yourself to fully experience and process the grief. Recognize it as a natural response to significant change rather than an anomaly. Another error is to cling to what has been lost rather than accepting that the past cannot be changed. It's easy to get trapped in a cycle of regret and longing for how things used to be. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we react to them. Embracing change in a Stoic way means seeing heartbreak not as an endpoint, but as a transition within the grand scheme of life. It's about aligning with the natural flow of existence, recognizing that each change brings with it the potential for new growth and learning. By accepting and reflecting on this principle, you transform your experience of heartbreak from a source of suffering into an opportunity for profound personal development and renewed purpose. Navigating through heartbreak is an intense journey, one that shakes the core of our emotional stability and can leave us feeling lost and vulnerable. Yet, within the teachings of Stoic philosophy lies a powerful framework to transform this challenging period into a profound opportunity for personal growth and resilience. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot always control the external events in our lives, we have complete authority over how we respond to them. This empowering insight is crucial when dealing with the pain of a breakup. To approach heartbreak through a Stoic lens, begin by shifting your perspective. Instead of viewing the end of a relationship as a devastating failure, see it as a chance for significant self-improvement and discovery. By focusing on what the experience has taught you about your needs, desires, and behaviors, you can set new goals and work towards becoming a stronger, more self-aware individual. Practicing detachment. Detachment doesn't mean becoming emotionally indifferent, but rather recognizing that your self-worth and inner peace should not be dependent on external events or the actions of others. By focusing on your internal values and pursuing activities that reinforce your sense of self, you reclaim control over your own happiness and growth. Additionally, avoid clinging to what has been lost or becoming trapped in cycles of regret. Instead, embrace the inevitability of change as a part of life's continuous evolution. Lastly, focusing on what you can control is a practical way to regain a sense of agency. By creating a daily routine that nurtures your mind and body, such as through exercise, new interests, or personal projects, you align your actions with your internal values rather than external circumstances. If you found these insights valuable and are interested in exploring more about how Stoic principles can empower your journey, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our community of individuals dedicated to personal growth and resilience. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content. Embrace the opportunity for self-improvement and discover how to turn life's challenges into avenues for growth.